was like, thank God. I don't know if I can.
Oh, that was quick. It says we're live right away.
It did. I know. I saw the little live button.
Hold on, let me check.
Did it check to YouTube?
I've got it in the other window here.
Yeah, it says we're live. We're good.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
All right.
I
Hi,
can do
everyone.
that.
Yeah. Dang it, Jen! I'm supposed to be hosting. You ruined it all.
I'm holding you up. Go, Aaron, go.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Who Picked This Book Club. I'm Nicole today, and no, I'm kidding. Nicole has some doggo stuff that she's dealing with, so we all are sending our positive thoughts her way. But we are talking about No Farm, No Fowl today by Julie and Lindsey. This is the first in the Thelma and Louisa spin-off series from Bonnie and Clyde Mysteries. So what did everyone think?
I loved it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna try really hard not to spoil Flared Stiff because I read that today over No Farm, No Fowl because I read this originally as the art copy. So like literally I was getting ready. I'm like, oh, I got to get my Bonnie and Clyde books out. And then I was like, I don't have Flared Stiff as a copy. It's coming.
It's available. I ordered it today.
But then I was like, wait a minute. Stop, Jen. This is not the book that we're reading. Like I have to. So if I start talking about like Bonnie and Clyde or Cammie and Dale, just stop me and be like, Jen, it's Thelma and Louisa. Come on. And Eli. And I can't remember many of the other names, so I'm really sorry in advance. But 5 stars.
Mary was the one that was in the
Mary's a friend.
Book that was
I did like that.
Yeah.
What was Mary in the Bonnie and Clyde's?
Yeah, she was the one that was competing with her
for the eggs, right?
For the chickens.
Hens.
She had different types of chickens or hens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was the fourth. Yeah, the fourth one.
The fourth one. Yeah. The Eyelet Witness.
Okay. It's been a while since I've read those, so
and
read some other Julie and Lindsey cozy mysteries in between, so it all gets mixed up. Hey Liz. Love the book. That's great.
This cover is adorable.
Hey,
yeah. I decided to go ahead and just broadcast from the farm today. So hello, Julie. Thank you for joining us. Cool gamer.
She messaged me earlier and was like, I'll be there. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
You know what? That's good to know that they're an actual person. I couldn't, because usually they just say, hey, everybody, at the beginning of the broadcast. I'm like, is this a bot? That's all I ever said. Oh, and of course, right now. All right. Prove me wrong. All right. Bad news.
No.
Good news.
Until after from my hopefully you have a library card.
I bought it too.
Okay. All right. Tangent here, but. Can I ask the question, why does Brandon Sanderson need to start a Kickstarter to publish books?
He doesn't. He has his own publishing house.
So I'm not sure why he got tens of millions of dollars because he's doing what he's always done.
I got her again.
Anyway, he got his money. Whatever.
Stop moving. Say hi to everybody.
I like that he did it because it let a lot of other authors be like, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
Like I follow Michael J. Sullivan. He now independently publishes. And yeah, all of his fantasy series are fantastic.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
And they're all short.
Oh, short fantasy books? What is this heresy?
I'm sorry, this got into like a fantasy conversation. He releases them as bind-ups. The first 2 books are one bind-up. The second so it's like average length of a normal fantasy, but it's 2 books in one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so No Farm, No Fowl. We have Louisa, and she is starting her souffle shop.
It's excellent.
But of course, very excellent.
Sorry, I have to.
And the last name being Eggers.
Like, yes.
Come on.
Did anyone get any? What was it? Geek Girl's Guide to Arsenic vibes at the
Yes.
beginning of this
Uh-huh.
one? Yeah.
Yes, I did. I was so excited. It made me immediately want to like pick up the Geek Girls Guide and be like, I haven't read you in like a year, so I think it's time for a
Yeah.
reread.
Yeah,
I would love her to continue it.
Wait, has it been 2 years now? Goodness.
Oh, that's been 2
Lockdown.
years. Because we did start, I think we started Who Picked This Book in 2019. No, it was 2020. It was 2020 because the pandemic threw everything into craziness.
Mm-hmm.
It's still 2 years ago, but yeah. They are
the cutest. Okay, was there a shortage of Thelma in this book? Did anyone else kind of feel that?
Yes. I don't know what it was, but when she was having like a conversation, I feel like Thelma had like the most personality. Like Clyde has a personality like a cat, and maybe I'm just more familiar with that. But I feel like Thelma, she was a talker. Like she was ready to go have a conversation with everybody. I loved it.
It's great.
I was hoping we'd get the cameo from Bonnie. We got a shout out, at least, but
well, she did see Mason. So does that technically count?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Like
Bonnie
I said,
got the call out, but yeah, I think Mason was he got on screen. Did we talk to him, or was he just talking to
Eli? Talked to him.
Eli
and
talked to him.
She walked up, and then they stopped talking.
That's right.
I'm assuming it was for like, I don't want to spoil it, but cop reasons, and then
probably trying to give Mason trying to give Eli tips, being like, listen, when your lady starts to get involved with this is what you've got to do to nip it in the bud now. That's how I took it.
You know, that's probably it. They were scheming to keep the ladies apart. That's
they were.
Because like, right when she came up, he ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
oh man. Oh yeah. Oh, here's Nicole.
Right. Nicole. Sorry, everybody, but here I am. Thanks for holding down the fort, y'all.
Yeah, of course. I was about to start making up tab marks in my non-existent physical copy.
So you're good.
Yes, post-it notes. Let's go ahead and do that.
Oh yeah, Mason was avoiding the chicken. I forgot that he
did not.
He's
like
afraid of chicken.
Yes, he does not like them. But I like the only washi tape I had that was anything fowl related is like these birds on a wire.
That's horrible.
And I was like, that's not a hen, but it'll work. And it was white too. The washi tape was white, so kind of matched kind of the lighter tone of the book. So I'm just like, okay.
I love the sketch style of the.
Yeah,
like minimalist, but and it's just dedicated to the cozy queens. That's amazing. I love it.
I almost wore my crown, but then I was like, I didn't know if we were wearing crowns today, and then I was like, we didn't tell people to wear crowns, so
we didn't tell people. It would have been a mad dash to find your crown.
Aaron,
you'd have to steal it from your kids.
I know, and it's kid size, so it starts to hurt my head.
Your head's gonna hurt.
I think you have like a pearl headband that worked.
Yeah, that's what I used.
Last time.
Oh, it's good. Okay, sorry. No Farm, No Fowl. Spinoff, Thelma and Louisa. I really, really loved everything about this except for Mary. Like, I hated her so much. Yes, like I did. I was like, okay, first of all, like, I know you guys are friends now, and I know she's a bit standoffish. Like, she's, like, she doesn't really like anybody except for, Louisa. But it's just like a lot of the times, like, she was really getting on my nerves, especially when she's like, you have to fix this. You have to find a solution. Like, I need a paycheck, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, how about some ideas then, Mary? Like, is this just a one pony show? Is it just me? Like, how about instead of complaining about everything, how about giving me some like things I can work on? Like, come on, like, geez.
Are we going to keep talking the problem, or are we going to move on to the solution here?
Exactly.
I was like, Mary, I'm not going to say that I wish you had died, but I'm just going to.
Well, she got hit on the head in the Bonnie and Clyde books.
I know. I remember. I was like, it's like, you were more fun when you were unconscious. Okay, thanks.
Wow. So that is how Nicole feels about people that suffer from head injuries. Okay. So we know that now.
Only certain people named Mary. But yeah, I was like so irritated with her every time she was on page. Like there was this one part where Louisa's like sitting on the deck and Mary comes in and so does Eli, and she comes into the kitchen and she's talking to Eli. She's like, why don't you go like keep Mary company? I'm like, I would rather die.
Eli needed to keep an eye on her. That's why.
And honestly, for this whole book, I was like, Mary did it. I don't care. Mary did it.
Come on, she was cleared in the last book.
I don't know. Mary did it. And even like when we found out like who the killer was, I'm like, nah, it's Mary. I don't really believe this. I don't believe this at all. Mary did it. Like, let's just get rid of her. Like, let her be the murderer so we could just not deal with Mary for future books. I would appreciate it.
I won't lie.
Need you to rewrite it.
I'm not mad about the Sam Hewen tie into what Eli looks like.
I liked that.
Yes.
Irish Sam Hewen, sure. Okay then.
Absolutely. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
still
If there was
picturing
like
him in a kilt,
a TV adaptation of this and it was Sam Hewen, I would die. Okay,
I would
Duchess is eating now. Yay. Okay, sorry. I just
Yay.
saw her eat something. I'm like, ah.
Good.
So, you know, you always worry when your old dogs stop eating. So, yeah,
Mhm.
that's where I was at. But she's eating now. So great. But yeah, so yeah, I would love Sam Hewen to be the protagonist if this was ever adapted.
Absolutely.
Either TV or movie.
True.
It's fine.
True.
Hey,
Hey, Charles.
It's like, oh yeah, Aaron's got it. Like Aaron's got control. I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
Yeah. Yeah. You just
Take it easy,
you just
Nicole.
worry
Sit
about
back.
talking about the tabs.
You just worry about the tabs. It's fine. Oh my gosh.
I
Okay,
didn't
but
start
yeah.
tabbing till like 25% into the book, and then I was like tabbing everything.
So that's what I
Oh.
tried. I normally try to tab like my random thoughts, but then I do it too much and I feel like I'm stopping and it takes me forever to read it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit and enjoy this one. And I'm unfortunately not going to share all my like witty sarcasm as things happen. But I will tell you, every time that she was like, yeah, I like to watch him chop wood, I was like, I would love to watch him chop wood too. Can we start a fire, but not like that kind of fire?
Well, there's that guy on Instagram that has
There's all those guys on TikTok that chop wood.
the chopping
Oh.
wood guy, the thirst trap.
With the suspenders. Yes.
Well, did you see the one guy that you share the pictures and get stuff in?
The Thor
He
man.
was doing he smushed a watermelon in between his knees. I was
Yes.
like,
I watched that the other day. I was like,
I honestly, when I was watching that, because of your tweet, when he says like, I gotta get like this in a good position, I was like, Nicole is probably dying right now.
oh,
I was gonna send
Honestly-
it to you, and then it popped up on my feed. I was like, she's got it.
I've seen it many times, and I wished my head was that watermelon. Like honestly, it's spiraled. Oh gosh. Ruger stole a part of Duchess's puppy treat. That's fine. He's
Nicole,
like,
this kitten thinks that she wants to be your friend. She keeps every time that you're on,
Oh.
she's coming over. Well, now she's trying to get away. She's
Now
trying to
she's
get
trying
away
to get
from me
away.
to come to you.
oh,
Why'd you do that?
she can stay over there. That's totally fine. She's super cute from a distance.
Nicole, you did meet them in person. You were able to breathe on our walk, so I was really proud of you. I honestly thought you being in my house for like the 10 minutes that you were was going to kill you. So I was like, sorry.
And honestly, I didn't even think that far ahead because I was like, I should have brought my inhaler, but I didn't. Like, because could you imagine if I had an asthma attack on our walk and you'd have to like sprint back to your house? I forgot my inhaler.
I would have gone the short way if we were on the wrong side of the creek.
I
I
was
would've
on the short
pulled
way.
it
Jen's like,
over.
I need my steps. I need the miles. Going the long way to get Nicole's inhaler.
Nicole's just like, go the short way. I can't.
I'm gonna go the long way. I gotta get my steps.
I gotta get my steps in. We're doing a 10K here. We
We
gotta,
gotta
get all
finish
this
that this
stuff.
weekend.
Well, it all depends on who
Yeah,
the person is.
Yeah.
If it's someone I don't like, then I'll take my dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah,
it was
true.
Mary, though,
Thank God my name's not Mary. Like my middle name's Marie, so now I'm kind of a little bit worried that there's a
Mine
slight
too.
association. So if something happened to me, maybe Nicole wouldn't help. No, she would. She likes me. Oh, but yeah. Who else loved the amount of time that we got between Eli and Louisa?
That
I
was my
enjoyed
favorite
it.
part.
Like how they were like it seemed like he was trying to find reasons to hang out with her,
Be
which I thought
with
was super
her?
cute. Yeah.
I loved it so much.
I actually highlighted it in both of my copies. Of course, he turned down the door and looked down at me. In case you haven't noticed, when something is important to you, I show up.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
I was like, I can't.
Okay, but that like
Artistry
kind of
Percy.
reveal at the end with her mom.
Oh
Can you
yeah.
talk about that?
Yeah. Someone's breaking into my house. Let's discuss this. Yeah, let's all discuss this. When does book 2 come out? I need answers.
It's like not just that, she made it out to seem like she had, quote unquote, hired Eli to
her.
like watch out, or like, because he's like, is he like, it's this one part where it's like your blind spot is open or whatever, like letting
Yeah.
her letting him know that like you're not doing your job kind of thing, like you're not noticing when people are like coming up to her or something.
Yeah.
And he said like, it's like, you want a big oaf to lead your security team. I whisper hiss the words, feeling my temper rise. And she says, sweetie, no, I want a former Secret Serviceman. So I was like, is she talking about Eli? Is he a former Secret Serviceman?
I'm excited.
Oh, he has to be.
I need
He
a
has to be,
backstory.
right? And so like, okay, like how big is this empire that Louisa's gonna be going into? Like what?
Yeah.
I'm very, very intrigued.
Davina.
Hi, Dina.
But yeah, okay, so let me see. Like my post-its, like I feel like I'm heavy on the post-its like in the beginning, but then I like trickle out like towards the end.
See, I'm the opposite. I don't do post-its in the beginning as much, and then towards the end, I'm like, maybe because I'm into the story. I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. But my first post-it note was it's just literally like dedicated to my cozy queens. And then my second post-it note was page 7 and how I'm already irritated with Mary.
They're gonna be kissing in book 3. We have to take a moment to appreciate that.
Thank God. But she's basically like you need to figure this out, and just like walks away. Like some ideas would be helpful. Thanks, Mary.
And the constant talk about needing a paycheck, like, doesn't everybody need a paycheck? And you don't hear anything.
Like, yeah, people work for a living. Yes, that's a thing. Yes, I'm aware. My next post-it note is an eyebrow wiggle that Eli looks like Sam Hewen.
Yeah.
Like eyebrows. And Eli's like, I'm no medic, but that looks like anaphylaxis to me. And it was so funny because I was just like, he was asking like if cream was used in the quiche the quiche that he ate. And I was like, anaphylaxis from cream? I mean, I guess your like dairy intolerance could be like so severe where you could get anaphylaxis instead of just like, it's like a true allergy and not just an intolerance. But I just thought, I was just like, I've never heard of that, but it's actually soy. And I was like, so someone mixed the milks or the creams for soy. And I'm just like, it's all come together.
Did anyone guess the killer? I know that we're kind of like jumping a little bit at that point, but did anyone guess it?
No, because I thought it was Mary the entire time.
Oh my God. There was one point where like red flagged me, and I'm like, you, my friend, are hella suspicious. It was very early on too, where she was just like, oh yeah, like you can put all these notices on the board. And I was like, you can put notice on the board? Like that would be a really easy way to get like everyone in one place.
But
I
here's my
very randomly
one
pick
thing.
up on the stupidest thing that will more than likely never be anything for anybody, but like the one in 10 books, it actually ends up like playing out. So
the thing that was like kind of strange to me is like the misspelling of the word, and no one picked it up on it. And it was the same word every single time.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
Mary doesn't belong in the community or in this book.
I wonder why she's there. Julie, oh my God, she's got layers. She's like a freaking onion.
Like, honestly, I'm just like, like, first of all, like, Louisa has the patience of a saint, because I would be like, first of all, you're fired. Second of all, bye.
Louisa was so nice. She helped everybody. It made me
nice
want to like join this. I would never be able to survive, but
I
like
would
the cottage core lifestyle, I was like, this is so. It would be like a relaxing vacation every time. You want me? I don't know if I could like do things with animals. I'm pretty sure like that's not me. I'd have to find. I'll figure out how to chop wood. Okay, that'll be where I go to.
Or you'll be like the town's Uber driver.
Yeah, there you go. I'll
There you
drive the car for everybody. I'm a good
There you
driver,
go.
guys. Knock on this wall.
Oh my god! And the community truck and Louisa needing a
Chauffeur,
a
'cause she
chauffeur
doesn't
drive.
because
Yeah.
she cannot drive.
Can't
I'm like,
drive.
oh my god, I would just push me down a flight of stairs. Like that kind of sense of like independence. Like when I first got my driver's license at 16, I never looked back. I was like, oh my god, I just hate not having like a vehicle and being like, you know, I just hated that. There was a time where I didn't have a vehicle and I was just like, I need a car. I have to rely on people to drive me places. I'm having a lot of anxiety and I don't really have anxiety at all. So I was just like, just having that little thing like taken away from me. I was like, wow, like I can't imagine like if like, cause there are people that commute, like use the bus to go to work like every single day.
I
You
used
know?
to. It was a 3-hour commute.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was rough.
sucked.
And I was like, oh my God, if I had
That
to
was
take a
before
bus-
like Uber.
or Uber, Uber
Yeah.
to my job is like $35 one way. And I was like, okay, well, there goes half of my day's pay for like both ways having to go home. I was just like, oh my gosh. So I don't know. Like,
Bikes. I didn't live that far from like civilization. That's a good way to get exercise. You're in the woods, so it's not as hot.
I'm talking about my life now. Like if I live in
know.
cottagecore, like yes, I would like ride my bike everywhere. But like to my job, like I would
Yeah,
have
no.
to leave like 2 hours early if I was to bike ride to my job.
No, I was thinking more cottagecore. Yeah, I would never survive on that here in this city. No way.
I can do this like old TV sitcom and just come back in the next book and it's a new neighbor, no mention of Mary. Oh my God. That would be
Like Happy Days.
Who was that person? We don't know.
When the brother went upstairs and never came back down and nobody asked any questions.
Yeah. Or like in the next book, you can just make Mary the killer and she could just be dealt with that way. That's fine too. Or she can be the next victim. I'm not saying like I want her dead, but I'm just saying like,
You did say you wanted her dead. You would literally, if
I'm
you were
just
driving the
giving
community truck,
options.
you would have rolled over her and then been like, I don't think she's dead, and roll back the other way.
I'm giving options. I'm giving ideas and being helpful, unlike Mary in this book. So I'm just saying
She was annoying. I'll give you that. I'm like, come on.
I actually liked her. I mean, she wasn't my favorite character.
I know.
but
I didn't
was
have an
like,
issue with her. Maybe it's because I forgot that she was in the last Bonnie book.
Oh, she was evil in that book.
I didn't like her in the Bonnie books. I remember thinking that she was a villain, but in this one, I was like, oh, they made friends. Like she didn't have any friends to begin with in the Bonnie book, and then now that she's in this book,
why.
they're like working together.
But wasn't she dating the guy that her ex-boyfriend in that book?
What?
Or something? She was the guy who dies in book 4.
Okay.
Was
that was
dating Mary.
And
it was
Selma. Oh my gosh.
her ex-boyfriend or ex-fiance, something like that.
I don't know if she was dating her.
Y'all, that was so many books ago. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Wait, we got kitten number 2.
Oh,
Patches is a little, or this is Puddin'. I don't know the names of my own cats. Sorry.
bad cat mom.
Yeah, I keep them alive and I let them do whatever they want. So
That's true.
I keep them alive.
That's
I
basically
feed them,
what you do.
I scoop their litter box twice a day. They watch me and they're like, "Where's my poop going? I must put more in here now."
Yeah. Right.
I must put more in here.
Oh, it's empty? I'll take care of that.
I'll take care of it for you.
There's new litter. Let's just throw it all over the place. Throw your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Okay, so again, my next post note, page 39, is I'm irritated with Mary. She's like Louisa is just trying to be positive. She was like, everything's going to be fine. And Mary's like, you keep saying that, but nothing about this is fine. Your reputation is ruined and I need money. I need to sell my eggs or find buyers for my hens because I need an income to keep them safe, fed, and housed. You have to fix this. And I'm just like, ma'am. I was just like, well, I'm all ears for ideas, Mary. I'm all ears since all you know how to do is complain.
My thought with that is, I think she knows that Louisa and Louisa's family own the cottage-core.
Yeah.
And that's why she goes, you have to fix this. I think she knows.
Oh, probably.
That's the only way it would make sense. Yeah. Or unless she's insane.
Either explanation works.
Nicole's like insanity. Yeah. Insanity plea over here.
My next post-it note is the next page, and I'm like, Mary is suspect number 1.
I did suspect her initially because she was the one that baked it, but I was like, why would she do that? She needs this job for a living, so she could not have done it.
Or maybe she's just, I felt like maybe like she's just like complaining too hard because she's trying to throw the trail off of herself.
Okay, I see where you're coming from, but I also know you're grasping.
She was filling the best friend role for Louisa too much in the book, so it was like it can't be her.
Is she a best friend, or is she just like an acquaintance that
she is a friend now? Yes. Who else would be there to fill Louisa's best friend role? Because Bonnie's not there to do it. So.
Honestly,
and Brian won't step foot in Cromwell.
Yeah.
Or Meadowbrook. So
Selma's her best friend.
This is the truth.
And my next post-it note is literally like her just saying, Mary's in the sunroom. Y'all go on and visit. I would rather die.
Nicole, tell us how you really feel.
Oh, I will. I probably have another post-it note here soon about how trash she is. And I also thought like the threats against her like came very quickly. Like her first day, she asked one question and then her bicycle tires were slashed. I'm just like, wow, like you were really on it.
And the syrup thing.
She must have the killer must have heard about Bonnie, so she's like, I gotta be on this. Like I gotta be on it.
Gotta get her out of here now.
Yep. Like the women around here, they really know how to find murderers. So delete the Jessica Mary.
I mean, Mary's getting her spin-off series. So.
Oh no.
So you're gonna have to like her, Nicole.
What if she's undercover FBI watching over someone? What if she's part of the I don't know.
I wonder why she's there, although it's not Julie wondering why she's there. Julie knows exactly why
she's there. Oh my god, is she gonna get her own book?
Probably.
I hope so now. Fingers crossed. Just so
because we would have to read. I mean, I would happily read it, but Nicole will be rage reading. You'll be like, fucking Mary.
Dang it, delete it.
Why can't you die already?
Oh my god, that would be the first ever cozy where the amateur sleuth is also the murder victim. It's the shortest cozy on the planet. Literally just 12 pages. You introduce her as a character and then she's the one who dies.
And then the epilogue is the law enforcement love interest, and it's just well, that's what happens when an amateur tries to take on
a PSA.
Yeah.
10 pages later, they solve it without all the interruptions from the other one.
If there was no interruptions, it would be solved in 10 pages.
Oh my god.
We'll have to make it a novella because we can't get a whole book out of it.
That would be so. It couldn't be first person. It'd have to be third person omniscient. So when the amateur sleuth dies, the police detective could just take over with the POVs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. Avenge me. No, I will help.
That's the only kind of person
she'll come back as a ghost. Ooh.
Oh my god, what can make her even more annoying? Her as a ghost.
She can show up anywhere at any time now.
Oh my god.
So it could have been worse, Nicole. That's what we're saying. It could have been worse. She could have been a ghost that just never left Louisa alone.
Guess she's haunting the souffle place. I could have made a pig here. I need this paycheck.
How have we gotten 30 minutes into here where am I going with that thought? Never mind. Keep going. Jack and Jill. There we go.
Jack and Coach.
I was like, we haven't talked about that at all. I honestly love that the book started, and all of a sudden she was having, like, I thought she was legit having a conversation with a friend. I was like, oh, they're gonna get married, and then it's a donkey, and I was like, oh, it's a donkey. But like in a good way. I really love, I don't know. I know I said this about Thelma, but I feel like all of the animals in this one had a good personality. Like they had as much of a personality as like a side character.
Honestly, even more so than Mary, for sure. Yeah.
Well, there's the goat in the Christmas tree farm.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Those
yes,
two
yes.
Animal psychics.
Oh my God, what's the name of the goat? Why can't I think of it right now?
It's named after her husband. What was her?
Theodore?
Yes.
Theodore Cutter.
And I can't wait for the next book in that series.
I'm so excited.
Are we getting a
By the
fourth
way.
one in that one?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I couldn't remember the post from today. I was like, which one did she say it was going to be a fourth of?
Christmas Tree Farm.
Christmas Tree Farm. Super excited.
My next post-it note is when she got another threat, but it was binoculars with like the
X's
broken.
in the eyes.
No,
Oh.
yeah. Was it X's? I don't know. I thought they
No,
were broken.
you're right. I think it's broken. I'm thinking of something about flared
Both
stuff.
lenses were cracked. Why couldn't I think of the word for lenses? They were cracked, and it says "Stop looking for trouble." I was like, "That's clever. Actually, that's really clever. Bravo for that threat." But I was like, "Wait, no. Mary's the killer. I can't be complimenting her."
Sorry.
That was a cat, wasn't it?
It's a cat.
They were playing in a bag. I was trying to give them something to do so that they wouldn't like crawl over all the things. And it was a Starbucks bag. It was a paper bag. And so her head, because she's very small, was in the little loop thing, and it spooked her. And then
Oh no.
when it attacked her, it spooked her even more. No, they've already seen her.
Oh my gosh.
So she just like ran with it until she got out of the little hole. But I was just like, oh no, like I was gonna try and help her before she spooked like way hard.
Freaked
My
out and like
bad.
jumped like 20 feet in the air like cats do.
She is lithe. She can jump. Like we have this one little mouse toy that has a little bit of crinkle. Who would have thought? Dollar store. Threw that in the air. She lost her fucking mind. Like her sister came at her just to kind of like, oh, what are you playing with? And she growled at her. She's like, hold on to it. She's like, argh! And I go, oh gosh, this boy's dangerous toy for you.
Gosh.
We had to set it up after a while to kind of like calm her down.
Calm her down.
There's no catnip in it either. Like I have no reason to understand why this particular toy just made her go nuts. So
It's hers. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's pretty probably just the noise for sure. My next post-it note is when that guy Murray thought, like when they were talking about Jack and Jill's wedding, he thought it was like she was getting married to Eli, and I was like, the whole town ships it. I love it. I love it.
they were all waiting for it too. They're like, thank God you've got a good one.
Yeah.
Be good to this one.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
But neither of them really denied it in the moment. Like she could have stopped and be like, no. This wedding is for Jack and Jill. She did not stop him, and neither did Eli. So let's just say,
No, he was like driving off. He's like driving off. I was like, it's for Jack and Jill.
I just thought it was funny that she was like, oh no, my mother's going to hear about it in an hour. I was like,
yeah.
Yep, for sure.
I didn't like her mom. Like I was mad at her mom for a lot of things. Like there are reasons, and I ended up liking her a little bit. But at the same time, like when we met her, I was just like, rude.
I know.
That's your daughter. Like treat her with some respect. She's an adult now.
Like
You should
almost
change
like
it to this.
the
No.
overbearing mother who's just indulging her while she gets this little cottage core out of her system, and then she's going to come back and rule the empire and
then going to marry a billionaire.
right, exactly.
Marry Eli. Eli's gonna be a secret billionaire after they kill Mary together. There you go, Nicole. There you go. They're gonna Bonnie and Clyde it in Thelma and Louisa. We never saw it coming.
You just spoiled the whole series, Jen.
Honestly, Julie, if that's where you were going, mind blown. I'm gonna forget all about this.
Well, you can't forget about it. It's on YouTube now, so you can always just
on the internet
We'll
forever.
have to watch it back.
Yeah, just watch
Just
it
like
again.
Nicole will put it, she'll edit it in, she'll do a whole video, and then she'll edit it in like she did with the Academy Awards because I kept forgetting about the sidekick. I did not you, and then you're like, I'm gonna put it in, and so I was like, go for it. You're not
I was
gonna
like,
find
you
anything.
literally forget every year. And you're like,
year.
no, I don't. And I'm like, okay. I literally took snippets of the other videos. That was
And that's
so
when
funny.
I started with my little note, my one note. I'm like, I'm not gonna forget it this time. I'm not gonna forget it.
I will not be the butt of anyone's jokes. No. Oh, that was hilarious. Okay, so another posted of how terrible Mary is. Page 93. When she literally like took a job with her mom because she was just like, I have to have a paycheck. So it's like, I'm gonna do this. It's like all I had to do was get you to have tea with your mom. I was like, wow, playing both sides.
I mean, in that
Backstabber,
regard,
you're definitely the killer. You are definitely the killer.
You should be proud of Mary. She took it upon herself to find herself her own job. Okay, yes, she did throw it on Louisa, but she did she found a job on her own.
She like jumped ship before it was even sinking. I was like, you
I know.
are like no faith in her friend. That's why she's just an acquaintance. She's not really a friend. She's like, everything is fixed now because she has another job. It's like, it doesn't matter how long this pointless investigation into the souffle stand takes. I'm like, wow. I wouldn't be friends with her anymore, honestly. Oh gosh, my next post note is another one about how I don't like Mary. Page 119. So literally like half of my post
all of them.
I don't like Mary. Oh my, I honestly
Nicole.
I didn't realize
She's
how
not that
much
bad.
it was. I didn't realize how much it was until I'm here reading them to you. I'm like, wow, another post note about Mary. I'm like, it's like almost like I'm obsessed with her or something.
Yeah. Nicole about the process too much.
And I just tapped all the lines where she was talking about how hot Mason and Eli were together to Thelma.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like,
look at those two together.
That's what my brain was.
Yeah.
Liked it.
Oh my gosh.
Put me in the meat in that sandwich.
Shit.
You got a
This is a
win
cozy.
Irish. Hey, you know what?
Clutching my pearls. Oh my gosh.
I'm being inspired by chapter 18, Jen.
Yeah.
I'm taking a page out of her book.
I'm being bold. I'm harnessing my sexuality. That's amazing.
I was like, Knox can join us. Let's just be real. Nicole, you always say you can have up to 5 guys.
Honestly, God gave me 3 holes for a reason. I like that is literally like it's gonna be on my tombstone. 3 holes, 2 hands. Like,
Senior yearbook quote under your picture, right?
Senior yearbook quote. If only I was that clever when I was in high school.
Or is a copy of the picture where they're having sex upside down going to be on your tombstone?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. We do have a cozy. I still have to read that. Is it the mango one?
Oh yeah, the mango one. I remember that from the last time.
That's literally it's like a 3-word title. It's the only word I can remember.
Murder, mango, and I can see the cover too.
Yeah, I can see the cover in my head.
Oh my gosh,
like oranges and pinks and yellow, maybe.
Is it
Mambo?
Mangoes and Mayhem or something like that?
Is it Mambo? Like, why am I thinking Mambo number 5?
I don't know. I thought espionage when she was going for it.
Okay. Vina will tell us soon. I have a feeling. My next post note is chapter.
Mambos and murder. Mambo.
There you
murder.
go.
Yep, it's right there.
Yeah.
Mambo number 5.
Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
Chapter 17 is when I am literally just realizing that I'm like, wait, does Louisa not have a driver's license? Wait, what?
Right, I didn't realize either.
She's always talking about the truck for everybody. I'm just like, you could just take the truck. Like, if it's available, you could have just drove. It's like, oh, yeah. She doesn't have a license. Got it.
Find out in the end why she doesn't have a license.
She failed her driver's license the test 5 times. I'm like, oh, I guess that is a sign. Okay. And when Eli is like gonna stay the night there, stay over, and I'm like, yes, it's all coming together.
Hopefully she only has one bed, no couches. Let's just be real. Let's go real hardcore cottage lifestyle. Okay, you have your
One
bed,
room.
your
Yeah,
couch
that's
is your
right.
food time,
One
which is
bed.
also your bed.
One bed.
Yeah, the family shares the one bed. You know, even any travelers that come through on the night, they share the bed too.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. That happens.
I did pick up on the line a lot later in the book where it said that like the smile reached the person's eyes or something, and I was like, can we just like out that, please?
Smile reached their eyes, or I let out the breath I didn't know I was holding.
Those two are just like, I can't.
Cannot.
It's so bad.
I love it. I'm a sucker for that. Every time I see that line,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
me
like,
too.
oh God, okay.
Yeah, right. You know, you take a breath yourself.
And it comes up, he's like, just so you know, it's coming up. I'm like, oh, okay.
You take a breath yourself, and you're just like, was I holding my breath?
I
Did I
was.
Actually,
I
yeah.
held the breath I didn't know I was holding. Oh,
It gets
that's
me
so
every
funny.
time. I'm not
Every
even
time.
lying.
Oh, my next post note is I really loved that we got the little Lacey and Jack.
Yeah.
Little, well, she made the veil or like all the little costumes for
Yeah.
their wedding. It's so adorable.
I love it so much.
And my last post-it note is how I wish that Mary would have been the killer, so she would have left. Yep. Okay. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, it pulls me out of the book. I was like, oh, I think it's just because it's so hated now. Like, honestly, I never even noticed that was a thing until someone told me it was a
Someone
thing.
said it to me, and then I realized how often it's used. And I'm just like,
You're right.
I'm so sucked into the book at that point where I'm just like, yeah, I'm right there with you.
What is this 19th century lawyers writing the circuit? Think Lincoln. I didn't know we came into history class.
That's what this is here for.
Talking about cozies and Five Guys.
a really hot man chopping wood.
Yes.
Well, I mean, probably be pretty cozy in between, you know.
There you go.
Those guys. So that's,
Cozy.
Right cozy for what reason?
It probably would be pretty cozy.
I don't know why this came to me all of a sudden, but I love the line where she's like, yeah, literally, I thought he knew that the only reason why I bought the wood was so that he would deliver it. And I was just like, he did deliver the wood, didn't he? I'm sorry, I had to go.
Good work, Jen. Good work.
He did deliver the wood, didn't he? But
this is why I need to wear foundation, because I can definitely tell my whole face is red.
I'm always seeing my face completely turn red.
She's blushing at her own joke. That's amazing. I love you. Oh, the one bed thing. Okay.
Okay.
And honestly, like cottagecore, yeah, it could be like 19th century living for sure.
The one line that cracked me up was where is it? My mother could cause gray hair and wrinkles on a rock.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel that.
Honestly, she could. Like, she just yeah.
That mom was intense. Like, she
intense.
Like, I know women. I grew up with women like her. So yeah. I was just like.
And when she comes in, it comes in with a lawyer, and she was like, she's done answering your questions. And I was like, wow.
Like, thanks, Mom.
Like, wow. But okay, I mean, yeah, you should. I mean,
but then, like, she gets all soft and whatnot about how she wants to protect her, and I'm like, she's 26.
Yeah, and honestly, I kind of forgot that she was that young because, like, Bonnie is like so much older.
40.
Yeah. So I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah.
Honestly, the older my kids get, the more I worry about them. I'm just like, you're not ready. You're not ready.
The world's gonna eat you alive, young ones.
I know. It is kind of scary. Oh, okay. Anybody have anything else that they would like to say?
Oh, you know what? We can plug like 1,000 things for Julie here real fast. First of all, Flared Stiff came out on Tuesday. Everyone should go read it. I just finished it. They're so funny. I can't wait to tell you guys about. But I'll have to hold myself. Nicole, we know about it, sort of. But the fruition of how it all happened was amazing. Anyways, then okay, someone help me because I'm gonna butcher all of the pricing. I think the first Bonnie and Clyde book is $2.49 on most places.
And the second one's
free pretty much everywhere, and the third one is 99 cents.
Yep.
Right? Did I get it right? Did I do it right?
Yep. You did. Good job.
And while you're at it, if you have Kindle and you're getting the Kindle version of it, do the Kindle and the audiobook narration at the same time. Boom, boom.
That's true, because it's cheaper than getting just the audio or using a credit.
Yeah.
For Audible. Yeah.
Get them all. You know you want to.
At least the first 4, I think, is it the first 4 audiobooks are on, at least on our Hoopla.
Are they on Hoopla?
I don't know if they're on my Hoopla, but I know the Christmas Tree Farm is.
Hold on.
My Hoopla.
Yeah, I just saw that the other day. So definitely check your Hoopla if you want to get into Bonnie and Clyde, because their first 4 are on there.
And a lot of them are always on Sharp too.
Yep.
It's there.
I know.
What? Wait, they're missing one.
Are they missing one? So is it just the first 3?
They're not. No, they don't have the second one.
They don't have the second one?
I hate when libraries do that.
How dumb is that?
Hey, it's free right now. Go get it free and then buy the.
Well, it happened with the Duke I Tempted. They had the second 2 in the series, but I couldn't find the first.
Yeah, that's right.
I was
I hate that even more.
I hate that.
At least have the first one.
Yeah.
At least.
I need to know if I like the series enough to go with this. At least give me one.
That's terrible. I'd be upset.
I'd be upset too. You're talking about something else, Nicole, but there's a comment.
Yeah.
My coworker recommended me Vampire Smut today, and I was upset too. Yeah, absolutely.
What was said vampire smut, Vina?
That was going to be my next question.
I was like, for inquiring minds.
I'm always in for Vampire Smut.
Always. Actually, I DNF'd a vampire book the other day.
Which one?
Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side by Beth Fantasky. It was YA, and it was just like, listen, I already read one bad Twilight. I don't need to read another one. So
I couldn't even get through the first Twilight book. That was awful.
So I was just like, no. I mean, if I wanted to read Twilight but better, I'm just going to read Court, because that's the next Tracy Wolf in that series that I need to read. And they're so long. They're so long.
I have to read Immortals After Dark still.
I've got to read that one.
You
need.
Yes.
So I have the first one physically.
Hey.
And I'm only through book 6 or something. I don't know, whichever one Kiss of the Demon King is. That's the most recent one I read.
Okay.
Do they ever get to the point where they're not alpha holes? Or is that
it's like by book.
I was like, no.
Like by book 2. Well, I mean, there's.
It's okay if I know it going into it. I can't
remember what his name is. The male main character in the first book, but he was like.
He was
he
top
was
tier.
That's why I kind of put it down. I was like.
Yeah, I mean, they all kind of have those alpha tendencies for sure.
I'm not against it. It's just I think I've seen it so much. It's just like. I'm kind of over it.
Okay, Hamilton. Oh.
I was going to say, didn't you guys tell me to get rid of that series?
I have the first one.
I got rid of all of it after you guys talked to me about it.
And she said that was the vampire smut.
I thought the smut didn't start till 10 books in.
It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. And it's this weird love triangle. And she's like, I'm not gonna have.
It's a whole harem by book 26.
But that's
I'm okay with the harem. I'm fine with that.
In the first couple books, it's just a triangle. She's stuck between the vampire guy and the wolf guy, and she basically holds them both at bay. She's like, I'm not gonna have sex until I'm married. And then she proceeds to have sex with one of them before they're married. So I was just like, okay, I'm not saying don't have sex or have sex before you're married or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying okay, the reason why you're holding both of these guys off is because you're like, I'm just going to wait until I get married. But what?
Which one you going to marry?
Which one are you going to marry?
One of the two, right?
But then she totally gives into one of them. And I'm just like,
Didn't you say also that like once she gave into one, the other one would move on and she'd get like hella pissed about it?
I hate that trope in general with books.
No, that wasn't the one. That wasn't the one. No.
Okay.
But I have said like there is another love triangle. It's actually in a cozy series. There's a love triangle, but she's like openly dating both men. But then she gets mad when the other guy like goes on a date with someone else. It's not even a date.
Right.
He's just friends with her and they're just out to dinner. And she gets mad. I was like, listen, ma'am, you're actively dating both men and they're not mad at you. So
yeah.
And they know about each other. It's not like
10 books in first month. Yeah, like she doesn't have sex with either one of them until book 6.
Ugh, that seems like a lot.
boring.
I'll just read like Madison.
You're not upset. You dodged the book. And Hannah Swenson. Yes. Hannah
That's what I
Swenson.
thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cozy series. Yeah. So I was just like, you can just totally not read Laurel K. Hamilton and say you did. Because I just spoiled it.
It's the same with the Stephanie Plum series, the One for the Money.
Oh, I haven't read those. I haven't
read
series.
those either.
Mm-mm.
I hear that those are really funny, so I think
They're great. The first couple are great, and then you're just like decide between the two, or to have both. Like make a decision.
Yes, 5
They're on
men.
it's on book 30. I'm like, can we make a decision here?
5 men in a cozy.
That's a lot of men.
That's a lot.
I read the first couple though because she based it
Again,
in my
like book 6 is when I stopped. I'm like, I'm not reading this anymore.
Yeah. That's the only reason I read the Stephanie Plum series. She based it in my hometown. So
Yeah, I definitely got rid of all of the Laurel K. Hamilton ones.
Yeah.
Team Ranger.
Oh, for Stephanie Plum.
yeah, I'm with you. Mm-hmm. Completely. I want someone who can shoot a gun and protect me. Absolutely. I'm in.
I bet you prefer.
No, just putting words in your mouth, Alicia.
I know, right?
No. My parents would prefer him because he's Italian, and I run in the opposite direction.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
awesome.
Yeah, that's probably another series that I'm not gonna read just because it is so long. I'm like,
Which one? What series?
Stephanie Plum.
But the first couple were really funny.
I feel like maybe we put that towards the end of the year.
And there was sex in the first book.
What? We gotta read it now.
Graphic sex on page.
Mm-hmm. With both guys.
What?
Not at the same time, but both.
Oh, okay. You're like, I was like, wait a second.
First one came out like 96. She didn't have it until right around now.
Oh.
But that's why I got on my nerves. Like she would have relationships with both of them and flip flop. I'm like,
So what you're saying is we read the first few for book club. I feel like we could throw it in there towards the end of the year if we can't think of anything.
Yeah, I feel like we have after September, maybe we have openings.
I did put, okay, poll time. I did put Kingdom of the Feared as a potential possibility. However, I will not be upset if the group decides it's not something that they would like to discuss or read. I'm not going to force anyone to read it, but I did put it in there and I was just like, well, we did read the first 2. Does anyone have an interest continuing it? I am. I already have 3 copies.
She sends me all the different pictures of all the different editions.
The UK one, they got me. The UK says motherfuckers. They sent me at first. They had the really pretty end pages, and I was like, "Oh, those are so pretty." But don't do it, Jen. Don't do it. And then
I just got this one with really pretty edges.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna hide until we stop talking about it.
Right.
We need to know. I need to know if I should take it off of there. I will not be offended. I will still read it.
And she'll be messaging me until I read it.
I know Liz said that she wanted to read it, so I'll just have to.
Well, they have
Liz,
to
we'll get emails going together and we'll go.
Ridiculous.
If it's something the whole club
that's
wants
cool.
to do, I will hate read that book for y'all.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, I might be down to hate read the third one. So.
Just be prepared for some more hate-like comments like Mary got.
Yes. I mean, by all means, if you guys want to hate read it, I'll talk about how I loved it and missed everything. And I was like, that was shocking to me. I didn't see that coming.
That was so
this is brand new
shocking.
information.
What kills me is like you didn't get the biblical references at all. And I was like, you're like, oh, between me and Nicole, we're like, yeah. And then you're just like, oh.
I grew up we didn't go into overly religious stuff. I didn't get a lot of the mythology. So like, I'm very new to a lot of things. So everything that's like right in front of your face, you're like, Jen, it was right here. Like it basically hit you and you didn't see it. And I was like, way over my head.
Spotted the one that didn't have the fire and brimstone Sunday school teacher.
I know, right? Tell me you haven't read the Bible without telling me you haven't read the Bible.
Haven't read it. I was like, I don't know
we
how.
had like the special like Sunday school before church. Like it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Julie. Thanks so much. Honestly, when someone started posting pictures of one of them, I was like, oh my God, where can I find these?
And you already have you have like 4 copies of it already.
She's probably got 6 ordered. Because of how many she's been sending me.
I know.
Okay.
I've been getting them too, Alicia.
I only have 3 currently. I know that there's a 4th coming eventually because Fairy Loot did recently post it. And I'm pretty sure Bookish Box will have one.
I
have to jump off and write Nicole's romantic suspense book.
Is that a Harlequin romantic suspense or is that an intrigue? I don't know. She probably already dropped it.
Intrigue, I think.
I think so. Unless she switched genres. Nicole, are you having sex on page?
Yeah, romantic suspense can have sex on page.
Come on, it's Nicole. She has to have sex with me.
It's Nicole.
She have 5 guys.
Gotta get a whole new Harlequin contract for Nicole.
No, right? It's like I had to switch from the intrigue to the romantic suspense line.
Just for you, though, Nicole. Just for you.
Exactly. Just this book.
Cache.
Hi, Cache.
Hi, Cache.
I saw that you text me. I'll text you back.
My brain is still bothering me for chapter 8. Cache knows.
There's a lot of sex, scandal, and murder in the Bible.
Right. Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't read it, Jen.
No. Child murder, incest, like it has all of it.
It has all of it. All the tropes.
They have a 1-bed trope. Is that how Jesus was born?
They didn't even have a bed.
They didn't have a bed.
It's an immaculate conception.
That's the whole paranormal aspect, the immaculate conception there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh goodness. I'm super excited.
Bring me back to my CC days.
Super excited about my book. And then, okay, so for the next book club meeting, it is going to be, where did I put it? Here it is. Dick Fight Island 2. Oop, did you do it, Aaron? Sorry, my bad. 2 people are controlling things. I'm going to let you do it. Okay, Dick Fight Island 2.
I'm so excited.
Back by popular demand.
I don't know how I feel.
This is requested. I mean, I wasn't gonna bring it back, but someone literally requested it on the first Dick Fight Island.
Oh.
Like someone commented like a month or so ago, and I was like, it has been requested to do Dick Fight Island 2, so we are doing it.
I did say that I was just like, okay, we can read it because it actually wasn't that expensive to buy the Kindle version. So I'm like, okay, here we go.
No? Oh, good. I wanted a physical copy.
When my mom saw the copy, she flipped it over thinking she could
hide things. No, because there's butts on the back.
Yeah.
That's how the nice lady at the store tried to give it to me. She was like, oh, we have this. I was like, let me just give it to you upside down. Butts.
That's why I just ordered it. I wasn't even going to go into a store and buy it. I wasn't going to get those looks.
No, I got this book and then I got a middle grade book at the same time. I'm like, this just shows my range, honestly.
The sandwich doesn't work. The clerk still sees it all. Yeah.
The clerks have more stories than most people with stories.
True.
So funny. Okay, but if you want to take a screenshot, Dick Fight Island 2.
Did I do the wrong hand?
You did. It's It's like you don't know I'm right-handed.
Did you guys all notice that the recent Harlequin intrigue that Julie wrote is dedicated to Who Picked This Book Club?
Yes. Oh, I thought I had it back here. Yeah.
I was trying to grab it, but that was the
killer. The
don't
Catch a
think I
Killer
have
is
it read.
dedicated to the Who Picked This Book Club, and it was the
Oh.
sweetest thing, and I cried.
Here, I have it favorited. I was gonna post it somewhere and then I never did because I forgot because I'm terrible.
Wow.
I'm not sure if this is gonna show up. I'm always the worst with it. But yeah, there it is.
That's awesome.
Is that my house?
No, that's my house.
Oh, that tile looked exactly like mine. Because I remember I took a picture of it as well, and I was like, that looks like my tile.
No.
When were you in my house?
It's okay. I haven't been to your house. You've been to my house more recently than I've been to yours.
Oh no, it's just because you're trying to kill me.
You wanted to walk. I told you if we walked for our 10K, we could start at my house, we could go to Barnes & Noble, and we could go to CBTL. So we got coffee and books. Actually, we didn't buy books because we didn't bring the right backpack to carry them all back with us.
And they didn't have the book that I wanted, so.
Next time. Next time.
Next time. All right, everybody. Well, this was wonderful. Erin, thanks for hosting. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks, Erin.
Oh yeah,
You
of
were
course.
great.
You were fantastic. It was nice.
Thanks for
just to kinda
saving
sit
me
back
a little bit of ways in.
You were fine.
You did
Better than I
great.
did.
You
I
did
would've
amazing.
panicked.
I'm gonna go back and
I'm here for
rewatch the
support.
first part of it and be like, okay, what's happening? No, better not
I
be
had
talking
that. You were
shit.
good.
All right, everyone, have a wonderful night. Everybody who's here now, everybody who is watching the replay, thank you so much to my lovely, lovely co-host, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Did you hit end, Nicole?